How are you this morning?
I'm good. Yourself?
Doing well. Doing
Good.
well.
Good, good.
My life is still cold, but that's not a
Eh.
surprise.
It is where it keeps the cockroaches small. That's what I always say.
Oh, that's good. I have to remember that. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So,
Okay.
what can I do for you today?
Um, just wanted to check in to see if there's anything my dad wants to tell us, and then also and check in what my kids about my kids and what their futures are
Okay.
doing and kind of their pathways and
Okay.
different things.
All right. All right. So let's see. And of course, I don't. Let me see. It's male energy. It's right there. That's right. What's his name?
My dad's name?
Yeah.
Leroy.
Leroy. Okay, I forgot the right one. I was just like, I've got an L there, and I'm like, are you the same person?
Yeah.
It's really odd. No, I last week I had a I don't know exactly how to describe it. It was a reading where two people came in that had no connection whatsoever to the
Oh,
person who was in front of me, and
oh.
it was like, they're not going away. And she's like, well, I don't know anyone by those names. I was like, I can't help it. They're right there and they will not
Uh-huh.
until you get acknowledgement. So yeah. So she's, yeah. So that's why I was just double checking. It's like, oh, I
Sure.
hope I'm not attracting these people,
With
these
one sometimes.
strangers. There's
Oh.
strangers. But anyway, yeah. There's a medium I knew that was, well, he wasn't a medium. He was a comedian who was playing a medium. He made fun
Oh.
of mediums. And he
Oh.
said, most mediums bring in people that you know who have passed, but I bring in people that you've never met before. It's like, okay.
Oh,
It,
yay,
it
yes.
was really funny. It really was funny. But the
Uh-huh.
problem was is that, uh, and this was the awkward part of the whole thing. Um, he went on tour. This was, gosh, 5, 6 years ago now. He went on tour doing this kind of shtick, and it was really funny. And I've
Mhm.
seen some of the footage, and it's really amazing. But the funny part is that he started actually getting
Oh,
people, and he didn't know how to handle it because
sure.
he said they are just popping up and I don't know why I'm getting this. And all of a sudden he's in the middle of a comedy club doing this mediumship reading for somebody, and it's like, he had a way of making it funny, but still it was just like he
Oh,
said,
wow.
I he had to stop because he just
Yeah.
it's like, this is getting
Is
too real
attracting
for
it.
him. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Mhm.
anyway, Leroy here. Okay, he is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so some of the things that he shows me, the very first thing is he is. I'm not really surprised by this. He's keeping tabs on everybody and wanting to make sure that everybody, his big thing here is making sure everybody is taken care of,
Mhm.
because there have been some, the way he's phrasing it here are bouts of loneliness and kind of a dark, I don't think this is you, um, but he's making reference to kind of this dark period where there's a little bit of fear of abandonment and just loneliness there. Um, and I feel like it's emerging out of it, but it's still kind of there. It feels
Mhm.
like he's really kind of keeping watch on this. Who was going through that?
I would guess my mom.
Okay,
If I would guess
okay,
anything, it would be my mom.
okay, yeah, because he's, oh, okay, that explains that then.
Mm.
So the other thing that I was going to reference was he's showing people moving, changing locations. Did your mom move?
Oh, she did. Yes. Her and my
Okay.
brother switched houses.
Oh, they switched houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're on the
Okay.
same farm. They just switched houses.
Got it. Okay. because that was the thing. He was talking about shifting things around.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you mentioned your mom, he was showing, yes, that's the reason right there. It's this. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Um, yeah, I feel the way he's showing me is he's sending assurances to her.
Mm-hmm.
And more on the feel, it feels like more on the feeling level than just kind of blatant signs sorts of things, although there are a few things out there, but it's really more just the feeling here
Okay.
that he is around and that he does care for her and he's continuing to care for her. Um, at the same time, she is just okay. I have to bring that up then. He's saying the word anniversary. Did he pass around this time?
No, it was in
Okay.
October.
Oh, it was in October. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because he's
A
mentioning
year ago.
anniversary. I hear the word anniversary, so I was just wondering if that was what the anniversary was
No.
all about.
Their
Okay.
anniversary was in August, or the
Okay.
wedding anniversary.
Hmm.
No, he passed in October a year ago.
Okay. Okay.
So,
That's fine. That's fine. Um, I'm gonna write the word anniversary down because I don't know what that means. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Oh, so the one of the questions that he hears is in terms of what's life like now for him
mm-hmm.
as opposed to before. Couple different things. One is there's the first thing he shows me is this intense freedom of just doing and going places. And okay, what is it's funny he's using that imagery. I feel like I'm watching a Louis L'Amour novel. The way it is, it's like he is the wild cowboy. Not not a bad wild cowboy, but
Mm-hmm.
he's enjoying this immense freedom, and it's just never ending um, pastures. And I mean, it's kind of like he's living out this cowboy novel in terms of what his life is like. It's very much like that. Very very simple,
Mm-hmm.
and he's very happy. He's like a kid in a candy store with this. Even as he's keeping track of everybody, he's like I say, he's very happy. At the same time, he talks about, uh, as he's talking about, he said, "Now don't." He doesn't want anyone to get too. He says too excited. What I want to temper that with is more fear. Um, but he's preparing a place for his wife, and so he looks forward to when they're together again there because he has so much to show her, just of places. And it's like basically the way he's showing this to me is that when they're together again, it's going to be the honeymoon of all honeymoons. And it's just going to be so much fun to be together. And it will just, and the best part he says is that it will never end. It'll just keep going. So he's very excited about that. And he looks forward to that. So for him, he misses her, but it's like the best way I can describe it is that it's like the relative you haven't seen in a long time and you know that they're coming to visit and so you're getting everything ready. And so even though there's that absence, it's an excitement because there's going to be the fulfillment. And he's looking forward to that. He's like I say, that's why he said, "Don't get too excited." It's like I'm not trying to rush her. He doesn't want to rush her because he shows that she kind of has her hands full.
She's a busy bot. Yeah, she's busy.
Okay. And
She likes to be busy.
yeah, and he says that's good for her
Yeah.
because otherwise she would be missing him a lot more. And she already misses him a lot because they really are soulmates from day one, is the way that he shows that. And so they're just, yeah, it's that reality is always there. Um, the the message for her to pass on to her,
Sure.
I don't know. Well, whatever. I'll just say what he said. He's saying no regrets. I don't know if she's regretting having switched houses around. That there was a. I don't know if there was a betrayal or whether she felt like he wasn't
Uh-huh.
going to go with her. But the fact is, he did go with her, and so there's no problem. He's not worried about the house
Okay.
and the change of location. Um, so yeah, there's nothing to worry about with that. He's with her. He's not worried about that. Wherever she goes, he'll be there.
Okay.
It's kind of like a good form of a stalker, I guess.
Oh, I take it any day.
Yeah, so he's really there. The other thing he's doing, he's not okay. So I was talking about this cowboy scene that he
Uh-huh.
shows here. The other people sitting around the campfire.
Okay.
Some of these people are relatives. Some are people he hasn't seen in a very long time. The way it feels is he knew them. What year is this? So probably, I want to say probably 50, 60 years ago
Oh.
that he knew them, because they're interesting. Okay, I see. I don't know exactly how to explain it other than what I see. They kind of like a little American flags. Did he have like military buddies
Yeah.
that had passed?
He
Okay,
was in the service when he was younger.
got it. Okay, because there's this when I see that little American flag, that's okay. These are military, so these are people that he has known even then, and so he's getting together with them. They're having fun. They're having fun telling stories. It's a lot of talking. I mean, really, for him, it's all about the stories, and he seems to have a lot of stories. That goes on and on. It's so funny. Um, so yeah. Um, okay. Okay. The way I can pass this on. Um, a specific message for you is that you will get through this. It's the signs that I see with it that I don't want to say I'm troubled by it. This the way he's showing it, he's showing that you will get through this, and it at least the way it sounds from here and looks from here, I want to say a low relationship in terms of marriage. Has that been going on?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Um, um, no.
Okay. Because he's the way he's showing this, and maybe I'm missing. I could very well be misinterpreting. Because he's showing signs of real. Oh, I wonder if this may have to do with your kids then.
Okay.
Because it's showing in terms of relationships, and that's because usually when I see a sign for a relationship, there's like a heart there. So
Mhm.
sometimes that's going to be what I call spousal relationships. Sometimes it'll be with children. Um, but it's getting, like I say, the message that comes through with that is getting through this, getting through whatever this rough spot is, or this, like I say, it feels like a low spot. It doesn't feel like it's horrible or it's like it's a fight
No.
or anything
Yeah.
like that. I don't feel that at all.
Okay.
So he's keeping watch on that. So if it's not, I would say this, and I don't want to call it a prediction, but really it's a case of when they show something like that and it's not going on, then what usually happens is it's something coming up.
Okay.
And so they're preparing us for it in the sense of, okay, whatever this, like I say, in this particular case, it's a low spot. You're going to be able to get through this. It's not going to be. It's not the way he's showing it. It's not going downhill, downhill, downhill. It
Okay.
doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like it's just a low spot that you emerge out of fairly quickly. So yeah. So if it isn't happening now, it's something that's probably coming up pretty soon. So
Okay.
he's preparing for that. Just to be able to do that. What other things has he got here? This is interesting. Is there a? I keep hearing the name. Is this someone who has a? Not that I can tell. It hasn't passed, but it's a name referencing. He wants me to bring up. I feel like the name is Sherry or Cheryl. Is that making any sense? Okay.
Sherry or Cheryl.
It's like a Sherry or Cheryl. That's what it sounds like from here.
I don't know.
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine if it doesn't connect. I mean, like I say, but I'm hearing it that way, so I might be hearing it wrong.
Okay.
So I'll certainly reserve that possibility because it's like listening to underwater
Okay.
when I'm hearing those things. But it's yeah, it just sounds like shit. Wait, or am I hearing? This is gonna sound really weird. I'm just gonna
Okay.
say it. But it's either Sherry or Jerry is the way I'm hearing this.
He had a friend Jerry that passed a long time ago.
Okay. This may be why he's wanting to acknowledge. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because he's like insistent. I just keep hearing this. So this is a connection that he's making now on the other side.
Okay.
So he's connecting with him. Okay, that
Sure.
makes sense to me. Okay, I
Well,
feel
then
better now.
actually, he had two friends, Jerry. One just passed here, so
Okay,
Jerry did. Yeah.
okay. Um, the one that just passed, was this all of a sudden, like a sudden
Well,
passing?
um, no, he'd been sick for a while,
Okay, okay,
but he spoke about going to see Dad on his last day.
okay, okay. That makes sense of why you may be bringing this up then. Because I feel like, in terms of his passing, it sounds really weird the way they show it. It's like he snuck out when he passed. It was like, I don't know if he waited until everyone was kind of
Mm-hmm.
dissipated in a way, but it's like he kind of snuck out. That's where the sudden feeling feels like
Okay.
it's coming from. But that's okay. That makes sense of why why he's even bringing this up, because there is that connection of validating that he's made it.
Good. Okay.
He's made it over there, and they're together. He's showing him around. Oh my gosh, this is too weird. He's showing him around. Oh my gosh. Your dad could be, what's the word I want to say here? Yeah, ornery would be the word I would use. Um, he's like, I'm not kidding, with him and Jerry, they remind me of two little boys.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a sparkle in their eye. It's not that they're looking for trouble, but they seem to be able to find it when they can. You
Mm-hmm.
know? So
That would
so
be accurate.
that's the way that they're moving around now, as he's showing him around. It's like, oh, look at this, and oh, look at this. it's just it's like, oh my gosh, he's showing all these different things. So okay, so that's what's going on there. Okay, now that's why he's bringing it up. Yeah, because it was driving me crazy. Like, Sherry, no. I missed something. I missed the sound. So, let's see, is there anything else? Hmm. That's weird. No. Why would he bring that up? Something about his name. Is there someone who has his name?
Um,
I just keep hearing him say they have my name.
I'm not sure. Can't think.
Okay. It just sound. It's like it didn't make a lot of sense, but he just kept insisting they have my name. It's the person. Okay.
He's not talking about Ethan. What was Ethan's middle name? My brother's boy. Hmm.
Odd question because he's showing this all of a sudden. Does Ethan play soccer?
No.
Okay. Because I saw he showed a soccer ball. So it can't be him.
My sister's boys do, but they don't have his name.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he would bring that up.
Okay.
Someone having his name. I'm not sure. I just don't know.
Yeah.
But it was just like, no, someone's got my name. It's like, okay.
I don't
Don't
know.
know. I don't know what that means. Like I say, if it's not making sense now, it's coming up. So I'm not sure. Nobody's expecting, are they? No, I don't feel like anybody's expecting.
No.
So can't be. No, it's not that. Okay, I'll be interested to see how that unfolds. It's
Yeah,
one of
me
those
too.
like, okay, whatever, and see what happens there. So yeah. So are there any questions you have for him?
Oh, how can I help mom? Does he know of something I can do to help mom?
Mm,
Do I need to do something more? What does he suggest?
okay. Um, two interesting things. Wait. Oh, okay. Um, he's taking me all these weird directions here. One of the things he shows me is pictures. Is she going through his pictures a lot, or are those kind of pushed off to the side?
No, I think she looks at them
Okay,
periodically.
okay. Because what he's showing me with the pictures is to get the stories. Because it's she's I don't want to say supposed to because it makes it sound like it's some like direct order.
Mm-hmm.
But what he's showing me is that you and she are going through the pictures, but she's also sharing the stories behind the pictures.
Okay.
That's a really important thing for her. Not not to create more grief. That's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to work through the memories a bit more because at least the way he's showing this is her memories go in a cycle. It's like they keep coming back and they don't have an outlet. They don't go
Oh.
outward too much. And so that will help to it's like letting air out of a balloon is the way it's showing. So it's letting some of that pressure out
Mm-hmm.
of knowing that you're part of that. You already are part of that, but it's just a little bit different role. He was the main cook, wasn't he?
The what?
He was he the main cook when he was alive?
Um, I think they shared it equally. He would cook when she was working, or
Okay.
um, they did it together a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
or he.
All right. The only reason I ask that is because he's also showing in terms of her. Yeah, she's missing cooking for other people.
Mm,
Like, just for her, it's like she just loses that motivation in
mhm,
terms of cooking for herself. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't, it's like it doesn't seem worth the effort
mhm.
to be able to do that. And so for her to be able to cook for other people, as simple as that sounds, is really a plus. It's really connecting. What he's showing is she thrives on connecting and connecting with people as much as possible. Not busyness
Mhm.
necessarily, but it's the connecting. It's always about the connecting.
Okay.
Um, so that's a major thing that's going on there. Yeah, it's the way he's showing it is just really connecting with people, and especially in terms of the doing, and it's doing for others as opposed to doing just to stay busy.
Mhm.
Because for her just to say, it's funny. The way he's showing it is that she's really very perceptive. She can see through her own excuses, and it can be a bit troubling. So when she's staying busy just to stay busy, she knows she's doing it, and then
Mhm.
it starts to feel a little pointless. So if she's staying busy on behalf of others or
Okay.
because someone else needs it, that gives her motivation. That gives her what she's needing.
Makes sense.
Because
Yeah, I see that.
that's just the way she is.
Mhm.
She's 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 smart. I mean, that's the thing that I mean, the way he shows it is, you could never put anything past her. It's like she saw straight through everything. If you were lying to her, she knew it. She just
Oh, great.
knows, but she just knows, and he's like, I could never get away with anything with her.
You did try. Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's a lot of it right there. Is just that inclusion and family.
Okay.
That's a lot of where he's showing that. Oh, that's interesting too. She'll never be completely out of the woods as far as the whole grief piece. It's
Mhm.
going to come in waves. It just gets smaller over time. But there's always the reason why is not because I've heard this before. This is why I bring it up. Um, some people will say, well, the reason why the grief keeps coming back is because we never really finish fully grieving, and there are always some parts that we have to go through. Now, there is a certain truth to that. At the same time, a lot of that um, missing him is always going to be there because he's also there. So she's aware of that, and that grief of missing feels almost the same as love for someone that's there and you can't see them. It's
Mhm.
that kind of, it's very subtle of a difference, but it's there. And so what some of the things that she's feeling is not so much grief, although there certainly is that there. Some of it is just the fact that he's there, she knows it, and she can't feel his touch. This is
Mhm.
the way he's showing it. It's like she misses his touch because I guess he must have had like these rough hands
Mhm.
because she misses that. She misses those rough hands. Um, and his okay, this is him. He said his bad taste in jewelry. Did he have like really flashy stuff or something? I don't know. He's talking about that. I don't know what that's about.
I
But it's like really flashy. Not, I mean,
no
it's not like he was wearing tons of rings or anything like
no.
that. That's not his
I don't know what that
style.
would be.
Okay. But it's that, it's his uniqueness
Mm.
that, no, wait, now that's why, do you have, no, because he's showing that. Okay.
Okay.
Did he have like a really, because I was talking about he didn't have lots of rings, but I see something flashy. Did he have some like really bright ring that he wore?
He never wore rings.
Really? Okay.
No, no.
Okay.
Um,
Huh.
I don't
Keep
know.
showing that. I don't know what that's about then. Why do I see that? Huh. I don't know what that's about.
Mm.
Hmm. Because he's showing a ring. That's really weird. Oh well. I don't know
No.
why I'm picking up on that. No, he's showing it. Hmm.
Sorry, Dad. You have to be more clear.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, he's like, okay, you didn't wear any jewelry, you're showing a ring here. What's going on here?
I don't know what that would be
Um,
about.
yeah, because it's like a bright blue, almost like turquoise.
Hmm.
It's
No.
almost like turquoise that's there. Interesting.
Huh.
Okay. That must be my coffee talking or
There
something.
you go.
I don't know.
There's,
Oh my gosh! But he's showing this like this bright. Maybe she knows about this. I don't know.
maybe. I don't know
Maybe
about
he
that.
bought her a turquoise ring or
I
something.
don't
I don't
know.
know. But he's showing this ring.
Huh.
Um, but that's a tangent off of the fact and
Okay.
reality that she misses his hand touching him, touching her. That rough,
Mm-hmm.
the like I say, it's kind of like I say, it's rough hand. It's almost like a, yeah. I can't explain beyond that.
Yeah,
It feels
he's
like
very
rough hands.
callous hands. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing there. So it's like I said, that's the subtlety, is that there's a love there, that love reality that's there, that's something that she really wants to continue to have. And then there's also the missing part that's there.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I will recommend to people is, rather than saying goodbye to them, it's more a matter of saying welcome to them, of welcoming them into their life in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she's been doing that. It's something that may just need to be underlined a little bit, because it's hard. I mean, the grief process is just hard, and sometimes we just want to get rid of it and just say, okay, I don't want to go through this.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is that it, unfortunately, is something that we do need to go through, because it's part of a healing process. It's part of a change. I guess the best way I could call it is a change of state.
Okay.
That when a person dies, they change. The relationship remains because love doesn't die, but the way that relationship plays out, the way we relate to people that have passed that we love dearly, it does change.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is an amount of adjustment and healing that goes through there. That really
Okay.
does happen. So, yeah.
All right.
So, how about your